Before starting the video, I want to show you one of my plum plants. I planted it about 2 years ago. I bought it from a nursery, but if you look at it now, it still hasn't properly started growing this season. Plum trees usually sprout late because their dormancy breaks later compared to peaches. As you can see, its growth is very slow. The main reason is that the rootstock is not from my local area. I bought it from a nursery and it was grafted onto a rootstock from another city. Because of that, it is not performing well in my climate. Now I'm going to graft it again using another plant. This is another plant that I brought just 2 days ago from the nursery. You can see it already has buds on it. I will take scions and buds from this plant and graft them onto my peach plants and other prepared rootstocks. I will also show you the other plants I have prepared. This video is going to be very useful for you. I have cut the scion that contains healthy buds. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because this tutorial will teach you a lot about grafting, especially if you have peach or other fruit plants at home. Here is my peach plant on which I'm going to graft plum. This is a small plant and I will do plum budding on it. Watch carefully so you can understand the method. First, you need to find a suitable spot on the rootstock where you can graft, whether it is budding, bark grafting, or scion grafting. I selected a spot about 3 to 4 inches above the ground and made a careful cut on the peach rootstock. As you can see, I removed only the top thin layer of bark neatly. After making the cut, the next step is to prepare the bud. Here is the scion I brought from the plum plant. This bud will sprout. I made a careful cut below the bud and sliced upward to remove it smoothly. You can see the bud has come out easily. Now I will fix this bud into the grafting point on the rootstock. Insert it gently so it sits properly inside the cut. After fixing, we need to wrap it. You can use grafting tape, or if you have suitable polythene, you can use that. However, grafting tape is better. First, I tie the lower part of the bud tightly to secure it. I'm showing you 2 slightly different methods. Even if you don't tie it separately and just wrap it directly, it can still work. I just prefer giving extra support to the bud. When it comes to wrapping, many people make a mistake by covering the sprouting bud area with 2 layers of tape. That is wrong. You can wrap the rest of the graft as much as you like, but on the sprouting bud area, only 1 single layer of grafting tape should be applied. This allows the bud to sprout easily.
Now the wrapping is complete. This is called plum budding. You can see the graft has been done properly. It should sprout within about 15 days. Now I have brought another plant, which is in a plastic pot. First, we remove all the suckers below the grafting point. Any suckers growing below where you plan to graft must be completely removed because they can weaken or damage the graft. This plant is slightly taller than the previous one. Again, I selected a spot about 5 inches above the rootstock and made a gentle cut so that only the top thin bark layer was removed. I have taken another scion and carefully removed a healthy bud by cutting underneath it and slicing upward. It's a very easy process, just work calmly and slowly. Here you can see the bud is ready. Now I fix this bud into the prepared cut. Let me bring the camera closer so you can see it is properly placed and fitted. Next, we wrap it with grafting tape. Grafting is actually very easy. You just need to stay calm and follow the steps carefully. First, I wrapped 3 to 4 turns below the bud to secure it. Then, over the sprouting bud area, I applied only one single layer of grafting tape. I did not apply a second layer over the bud itself. The rest of the area is wrapped properly. Now our budding is complete. You can see the bud area has only one layer, so it can push through easily when it sprouts. If it doesn't come out on its own, you can gently open the tape with a knife at that spot. Here you can see my other plants where I have already done different types of grafting. I had around 8 plants prepared. Only 2 are left without grafting, and I will graft them soon as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this so you can continue learning about grafting and fruit plant care.
Now I'm going to show you an important part of the video. I want to graft onto plum, but I don't have plum plants at my home right now. So I've come to another farm that belongs to my friend. They are growing plum from cuttings here. Last year, I planted 2 cuttings, and both of them successfully grew into plum plants. Now I'm going to graft onto these 2 plants. If you subscribe to the channel, I'll keep showing you the results in upcoming videos so you can see whether grafting is more successful and faster on plum or on peach. These are local plum plants.
Let me show you their mother plant. Here it is. You can see how beautifully it has flowered. It's a large and quite old tree. This is a local plum variety. Its fruit is very sour, so it's mainly useful as rootstock. It's not really used for fruit production. You can see the tree is full of plums. Interestingly, its seeds don't germinate easily. I've tried many times, but the seeds don't grow. I'm not sure why. However, it grows very well from cuttings. Only the cuttings successfully root and grow. Now I'm going to do budding on these two plants. They've reached about pencil thickness, which means they're ready for grafting. First, I removed all the suckers from the bottom. Removing suckers is very important. You can remove them beforehand or even after grafting if they grow again. Just make sure to keep removing them regularly. I've made the first cut gently, just enough so the bud can fit properly. Now I've taken the scion and will remove a bud from it. Here is a healthy bud. I carefully make a cut underneath and slice upward to remove it smoothly. Your knife should be sharp so the bud comes out cleanly and easily. Here's the bud. Now I will gently fix it onto the rootstock at the cut point. Once it is properly positioned, we will wrap it and the graft will be ready. As you can see, the bud is properly fixed in place. Now we need to cover it with grafting tape. The rule is the same. At the bud sprouting point, only one layer of tape should be applied. On the lower part, you can wrap multiple layers for strength. First, I wrap the lower part firmly. Then I carefully cover the upper part. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Now I'm covering the middle area where the bud is located. Remember, only a single layer should be over the sprouting point.
You can clearly see the sprouting point here. Our budding on this plum rootstock is now complete. Now let's move to the second plant. Both plants came from the same branch, but I'll show you the grafting process again. I'm making the cut at the same height as before. Gently remove the thin top bark layer. Next, I take the scion and remove a healthy bud in the same way. Here is the bud. Now I fix it onto the prepared cut on the rootstock and wrap it from the top carefully. Grafting is actually very easy once you learn it. It's not as difficult as it looks. We've placed the bud and now we cover it calmly with grafting tape. You can see how I fixed it, then I wrap it properly. If you have local plum cuttings in your area that grow well as rootstock, you can graft onto them instead of buying expensive nursery plants. This method is very helpful and cost-effective. Now we have grafted on plum as well as on peach. I will continue showing you the results and progress in future videos so you can see how they develop and learn from the process. If you are enjoying these guide-style videos about peaches, plums, apricots, and almonds, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any grafting tutorials. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.